I am going to talk with you guys today about how I have been able to grow a team that truly believes in my mission. And it's not something that was easy, and it was not something that I realized that I had to do right off the bat. So I'll tell you a little bit about my story. That's my salon now. This is my first salon. It was 400 square foot, like Van said, literal hole in the wall. That is the hole that I'm standing in front of right there. The salon's back behind there. So it's in my hometown, which is Martinez. Has anybody here ever been to Martinez? Yeah? I didn't expect that. Cool. So Martinez is a super small town, close-knit community. And my salon might have been really small, but I was so excited about opening it because I knew that it was going to be an opportunity for me to make my downtown, which I love so much, even better. And it was also going to be an opportunity for me to create meaningful relationships with the people that lived in my community. Now, I didn't know that at the time. I just knew that I was super excited. So about 6 months after I opened, I was fortunate enough to reconnect with one of my friends from beauty school who was also born and raised in Martinez. She's here. She's right up there. Tess. So her and I, again, it wasn't really a strategy, but we were just killing it. And what we were doing was building meaningful relationships with our customers, and we were giving back to our community. Now, we didn't know that we were doing this. It wasn't like some big thing that we planned on. It was just what made us happy. But it was also what made our salon grow. So after a few months, or a few years, too, we had moved into a bigger spot, and I started hiring employees. And I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate to this, but your job kind of changes. You're not so much a stylist anymore. You're an owner, a manager, and it's very new. I didn't really go through that type of training, so it was very foreign to me. But I was determined to do a good job. And so I went to all the classes from Aveda, and I read the books, and I watched the TED Talks, and I was like, yes, I'm going to do this. It's going to be great. And I was really focused on the numbers, and I started to notice that as the salon grew, the retention wasn't where I wanted it to be. And so naturally, the first thing I thought to do was to get more organized, to implement more systems, to, really push my mission statement and my values and just get everybody on track so that we could get back to where we were there. But what I had forgotten was what made us so successful there. I was so focused on my values because I was seeing what all of you were doing, which is amazing things, but I was really focused on these things. And do these look familiar? Are these any of your values? Does anybody have the same values in their salon? So it happened one day. I was doing some training, and I was on the floor, and one of my newer stylists was taking care of this one customer, and it was this woman that I had recognized from seeing around downtown. She was a downtowner like me, really into her community. And I knew that she was there for more than just a haircut. She was there to support a downtown business. And she's talking with the stylist, and the stylist is doing the ritual and doing a beautiful haircut, doing everything perfect, hitting every area of the service wheel. And she says to the stylist, well, how long has Citrus been open in downtown Martinez? And my stylist says back, I don't know. And I was like, what? What do you mean you don't know? That's like Martinez is our thing. And that was when it hit me. I was so focused on getting my team to do these things that I had forgotten that there was more to the picture. And what that was is the reason why we do these things. And the reason for us was to give back to our community and to build meaningful relationships with the people that came in our salon. Now, your reason for doing things, your why might be different than mine. You might be really high fashion or innovative, and that's your thing, and that's your reason for doing what you do. and this was ours. And I had spent so much time distracting myself from that to try and get back to it. And so I'm looking at my values and I'm looking at my mission statement, and I'm thinking to myself, is my mission statement really what makes my salon unique? So think about your mission statement. Ours was basically a summary of our values. If you took your mission statement and you dropped another salon's name into your mission statement, would it still work for that salon? Because if it does, then maybe that's not really your mission. Maybe that's just what you do. So there's a TED Talk that's by Simon Sinek. It's called the Start With Why. Have you guys seen that? Yeah. So the big takeaway from that TED Talk is this, is that people don't buy what you do. They buy why you do it. And way back in the little salon, when it was just me and Tessa, and we didn't know that there was a strategy behind that, but we were just doing it, and we were so happy to be doing it and so proud. That's what we were missing, is our why. Well, at this point, that's what we were missing. So it was time for me to figure it out. So I would encourage you to do the same thing. Think about why you're excited to go to work every day and why you are a salon owner or a salon manager, because it's not just about making money. Because you all know it is so freaking hard. It is a hard job. So there's got to be more behind it than just making money. And so what I did was these things. First, I was like, okay, I got to get everybody that's in my salon on the same page. So we had a staff meeting, and the idea was to talk about our why, our reason. And when I did that, I started off by asking everybody in my salon what made them the most proud of Citrus. And I was totally shocked because I kind of thought we were way more far gone than we were, because all of them said that they were proud to be able to serve their guests and make their guests have a better day and build these relationships. Or they said that they were proud that we were really involved in the community. So they knew their why, it just wasn't at the front of their mind. And so then we have to start talking about our why when we're hiring people. Because what we want to do is we want to hire people that have the same reason for being there and showing up every day as we do. We start talking about our why in our training program. This is why you're learning to deliver excellent customer service or to do this amazing haircut. It's so you can build these relationships and do something great for your community. And in your case, it might be so you can stay cutting edge or whatever it might be for your salon. Then we start talking about our why all day, every day. Constantly reminding ourselves why we're doing what we're doing so we don't forget and fall behind again. And then this is a great way for us to tell our clients, our guests, who we are. So when you create your marketing pieces, when you're posting on Instagram, when you're doing your Facebook, whatever it is, talk about your why. Because people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. So I would encourage you to think about your cause and take a step away from the numbers and the benchmarks and the values and the books and everything like that, and think about why you opened the doors to your salon in the first place, or why you started working at the salon that you work at in the first place. And it really might be the best benefit that you can offer your staff is to work in a place where people believe what they believe. And it can give your customers a reason to feel really proud about supporting your business. And that's it for me today. Thank you so much for listening to me. Remember your why. Thank you.